Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel, and happy Thursday to you all. We are going to do our game day savings, and we are starting this game day out by doing our savings survivor. So I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. We are quickly approaching a weekend. This Saturday we are supposed to go see Brand New Day. So I've heard not so great things about that movie. I'm hoping that everyone else is wrong, but usually they aren't. But, you know, we're just trying to make the best of it if it really and truly is a bad Spider-Man movie. And I hope that if it is bad, it's no indication of what Doomsday is going to be. Because apparently Doomsday is like 4 hours long, which is fantastic, but I need 4 hours of greatness, not like just sitting there poking my eyes out. So, anywho, we are going to get into the savings challenge from Maddie at Floating Fun. She is our illustrious host, and she has gotten all of us together to do 35 weeks of challenges, and these are freebies in anyone's Google Drive or Ko-Fi shop. So not too late to go grab these challenges and save with. You know, even if you're not keeping up along with us, you can put it in your, you know, stash and just pull a challenge out here and there and play with it and save money with. These are great savings challenges, and like I said, they are free. So this week we are working on Maribel at Mendocos. We are on week 31 out of 35, so we are rapidly coming to the end of this collab. And wow, time just really goes fast, guys. I cannot believe we are already on week 31. So let's see what we are getting into. Let's turn this sideways so we can read these directions. Okay, we have Alligator Crossing. And this is, you're going to need 1 D6 dice, 1 green marker, and 1 red marker. And here are the directions. You're going to roll 5 times in this game. You're going to roll a D6, and if you land on an odd number, you color your circle green and write the number you rolled in the circle. If you land on an even number, you color your circle red and write the number you rolled in the circle. After you roll your 5 circles, you're going to count your red and green circles, and if you get 3 green circles, that means you cross the alligator safely and you are safe. If you get less than 3 green circles, that means you did not cross the alligator safely and you are out. Save the amount rolled and the red circles. We're probably just going to either save $5 or $10. That's what we've been doing, and I'll let the dice decide whether, you know, it's going to be 5 or 10. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, we want 1s, 3s, and 5s. No even numbers. All right, we're starting off real strong with a 4. Not what we wanted, but, you know, it's what we got. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get some green on this board. All right, a 3. There we go. So we just got to do that 2 more times so we can pass. I'd love to be still a part of the collab. At least, I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me being a Murphy, we have made it quite far. There's a 1. Okay, guys, we only need 1 more odd number. And we have passed this round. Okay, so that's a 1. Let's see if we can get 1 more odd. Oh, that's a 6. Dang it. Okay. We got 1 more attempt. 1 more attempt. What are we going to do? All right. So that is a 6. All right. Come on. 1, 3, or 5. 1, 3, or 5. And we got a 5. Yes. Holy crap. I feel like it rolled at the very last minute too. So we got 1 of each number that we needed, 1, 3, and 5, and that is a pass. Holy crap. Talk about to the last freaking minute, because we started off bad. All right, perfect. So let's do this. Our red circles do have 10 in it. Let's go ahead and save 10 this week for Saving Survivor. Let me get my envelope, which is off to the side here. We'll get the money out, and let's go ahead and count up what we have this week. I did budget $30 for Firecracker Wars, but that's just strictly for Firecracker Wars because I'm playing 3 different people. I just figured I'll budget $10 per person. If I need more than that, it's going to have to come out of my game day money because I only budgeted $30 for that. Okay, so let's go ahead, and this should be $260, which is our normal amount that we bring into game day savings. That's 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? That's too much. 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 200, 230, 240, 250, 260. Yeah, I potted in way too much. Let's put these 5s back. I probably miscounted when I was, separating out my money for the week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's better. So let's go ahead and take this 10. I'm going to separate out this money over here to the side because this is what we're going to be playing with today. Holy crap, man. I cannot believe that was the last. I swear, like that dice just like rolled just at the last moment to a odd number. All right, so $10 coming in here. And so far, what we saved in Saving Survivor is 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 215 so far. So let's go ahead and put this back for another $100 bill. And now we have our 215 in Saving Survivor. We got 4 more weeks, guys. I'm just taking it 1 week at a time at this point. Like I said, it's shocking that being the person who usually has 0 luck. I mean, I already lost Alina twice. That I guess God has given me a little bit of grace to allow me to continue to be in Saving Survivor. So this is a pass. I am going to mark it pass. And let's go ahead and set this to the side. I usually keep my game boards. I was just making sure that didn't go through on my mat. I usually keep my big game boards until the elimination is over for that week that we played the game, and then I just pitch them. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started on Firecracker Wars. I'm going to go ahead and take my tag off here. Like I said, there's $30 here. I am battling against 3 lovely ladies here in the community. Let's go ahead and bring our board over. We are starting with Sheila at Gen X Budgets. I still have her numbers from this week on last week's sheet, but that's okay because I just put them together. Let's see what Sheila could have done. I need my silver marker. All right, watch me not be able to quickly find that because, okay, here we go, my Sharpie. I always store these metallics upside down in the tray or in our marker holder because it keeps the tip nice and saturated. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Let me go ahead and flip something over to straight white so that you can see these numbers clearly. I'm just going to go like that. Can you see that? I should be in view. Okay, so here's Sheila's numbers, but you can't see the board now. Okay, this is not good. Let me use the back of my penny challenge. Okay, so Bestie Sheila rolled a 3 and a 1. Okay, so there is the first hit for her. 3 and 1. Sheila, don't get spicy, child. All right, so that's going to be $3. 1, 2, 3. She rolled a 6 and a 4, which is a miss, so that's $1. A 5 and a 5, which is a miss, so that's $1. A 1 and a 3, which is a miss, so that's $1. And then a 4 and a 2, which is a miss, so that's $1. Okay, 1 hit, ma'am. That's all you get in an A. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 today coming in for Sheila. And so far, she has $12. So I'm going to go ahead and condense this down. We'll get a 10 and a 2. And that is what we have saved in Firecracker Wars. She is the creator of this version of Tomato Wars. You can find this in her Ko-Fi shop for free. All you need is at least 1 friend to play with. Go ahead and download this. You're going to get the dashboards and the game board. And if you aren't already subscribed to Sheila, please go ahead and visit her over at Gen X Budgets. Give her a subscribe, give her some watch hours, and I'm sure she would appreciate that. Okay, so let's move on. Megan's up next. This is my twin in the community. If we find out one more thing that we have in common, I am just convinced that we are, we at least have one of the parents that are the same. So, all right, Megan rolled a 3 and a 3, which is a miss. A 4 and a 5, a miss. A 3 and a 4, oh shoot, I talked too soon. That is a hit. So let's go ahead and get 3 for that. A 6 and a 2, which is a miss. A 4 and a 6, damn it, is a hit. Another $3. All right, it's to be expected here in the beginning. You're going to be getting hit quite a bit. It's the end that's down to the wire. So today we saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Plus a last week's savings of 5. So we have $14. Let's go ahead and grab a 10. and 2 twos for 14. Save with Megan at Rad Girl Budgets. Going to go ahead and put that in her envelope and set that to the side. So these are no longer. Okay, so let's go ahead to Bestie Kim at Budgeting with Kim. Here are her rolls. Let me see. Okay, I got our envelope ready. All right, so Kim rolled a 6 and a 1, which is a miss. A 3 and a 6, which is a miss. A 2 and a 6, which is a miss. A 3 and a 2, which is a miss. And a 2 and a 2, which is a miss. All right. We are going to go ahead and get $5 and put that in Kim's envelope. And let's see what we have saved. So far with Kim, we have $12. Let me go ahead and swap that out for a 10. All right. Excellent. We are doing pretty good. Megan hit me up a couple times this week. So-called twin. Hit her twin twice, but like I said, it's to be expected. And my last competitor is going to be Nat at Nat Budgets. And let's see what she possibly did this week. She rolled a 3 and a 5, which is a miss. A 3 and a 3, which is a miss. A 1 and a 3, which is a miss. A 5 and a 2. She finally got me. She finally got me. That is a hit. Let's get 3 for that. 1, 2, and 3. And what was that? 5 and 2. Okay, so 5 and 6, which is a miss. So this week I have saved with Nat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In addition to what we have last week, which is a 5. So we now have 12. Let's go ahead and grab that 10 and a 2. All right, that was my last 2. That was perfect. All right, guys. So we saved quite a bit in this. That's why I'm going to try to start to budget $30 if I can. Hopefully, well, I'm going to have to push come to shove if like things start to lighten up for Josh and he's not making nearly as much. I mean, he's gone this week, so it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be, we're going to be okay for budgeting an extra $30 until his work slows down, but he is away currently. So, right now we're okay. So at $3 left over from Firecracker Wars, I am going to go ahead and put that into our game day savings. So we saved $27 today, child. And Firecracker Wars alone. So let's go ahead and put my board to this. I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to use this little kitty cat Post-it. I think I got this from Lena, if I remember correctly. And we're going to roll a couple dice. Let's go yellow on top, green on the side. And let's see what I can do to the girls. Yellow on top, green on the side. All right, we have a 6 and a 2. We have a 1 and a 6. We have a 1 and a 2. It never fails. It never freaking fails. All right, one more time. A 6 and a 6. Didn't I roll that last week? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I will take a screenshot of this and send this to you girls so you'll have your rolls for next week. But that takes care of Firecracker Wars for this week. And let's go ahead and get started on our game day savings. I'm just so dang on glad to have that savings survivor. Team Kim is kicking tail, but I don't want to talk too much crap because as soon as I start talking crap, we'll start like dropping like flies. We do have a save left though, so if we could be strategic about this, Team Kim will win no matter what. It's just about strategy. But anywho, let's go ahead and move on to our saving challenges. We are going to start off with Dumpster Dice. I absolutely love this game from Joe at CBA Bomb Saves. And we have 2 more rounds, guys. We're going to be finishing this up this week. I'd love to zoom in a little bit for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom on in just so you can get a little bit closer look at what we're going to be doing. Can't see Steven no more, but that's okay. You don't need to see Steven 24/7. He's just supervising, making sure I'm doing everything right. All right, so I didn't write down what I saved in those 2 rounds, but that's all right. It is what it is. So we start off with about 20 dice, and we keep rolling until we basically can't save anymore. But you'll see how this goes if you're new here. So we have rolled a 6. So let's go ahead and mark off our 6. That one is out of play. A 4. Probably should put these over here. A 2. Hopefully I didn't move that out of range for you guys. Okay. All right, let's keep going. A 1. Okay, we're doing pretty good. All right, I probably just ruined it by saying that. a 6, so that's in the dumpster because I already rolled a 6. That's a dumpster dice as well because I already rolled a 4. All right, so we just keep going until we get the numbers that we need, and anything in the dumpster we save with. Yep, definitely spoke too soon. Okay, there's our 3. Now all we need is a 5. Let's see if we can get a 5. Ooh, child. Nope. 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 Okay, listen, we are saving a lot this time around because I can't roll a 5 for the life of me. There's our 5. All right, so we have all of our numbers now. Let's see what we have in the dumpster. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 dumpster dice. So we're saving $10 for that round. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one more time, and this will be a done challenge. We'll count this towards our end of the month for August, which will be here before you know it. Okay, there's a 3. That's 5. That's a 6. I've never gotten a 0 for dumpster dice. That's our 5 again. 6, 5, 4. There's our 4. Okay, so 2 or a 1. That's a 3. There's a 2. Okay, now we just need a 1, guys, and we are done with this savings challenge. I'm kind of glad to see it go. We have been playing with it for a while, but we'll bring something new in. But you will definitely see this again because it's such a fun savings game. It does save a lot, but I do bring a lot into this binder every week. It is one of my biggest savers for the month. Oh my gosh, y'all. We never did get a 1. We never did get a 1. Okay, so let's see. We'll use these few over here and see if we can get a 1. Nope. Nope. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we never did get a 1. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Okay, we never did get our 1. So let's just save what's in the dumpster, which is a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. All right, well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, y'all. So let's see what we saved in total with dumpster dice from Joe at CBA Mom Saves. I can actually go ahead and put these all back in my normal spot because these are just my extra dice that, you know, if I want to color code everything. Sorry if that sounds really terrible on camera. All right, let's see what we have saved in this savings challenge. Quite a bit. 50, 70, 90, 110, 12, and 13. So $113 in that savings challenge alone. We have been playing it for a while, like I said, but absolutely enjoyed that game. Joe, thank you so much for making such a fun freebie for us to save with. All right, I'm going to use my little Mickey Mouse clip. If I can get it on there right without tearing up my popcorn, my prop dollars. Such a cute little, you know, I'm not really big on Disney, but just in seeing anything with like Mickey Mouse on it it's really, really cute. So, all right, let's go ahead and put that to the side. I don't even know why I just said that. I'm a goofball sometimes, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next savings challenge, which is my Charlie Brown back to school savings. Time for school, Charlie Brown. Let me go ahead and zoom back out because I know it's too close. Zoom back out. Okay, perfect. Now we can move this back over and hopefully not knock over Steven. Okay, so I think you guys said between a D10 and a D12 for this one. So 1 is going to be a D10, 2 is going to be a D12. All right, okay, of course, right? So let's go ahead and get our D12 and save for our purple spot. 1, I'm not doing that. So 1 plus... Y'all, if I wanted to save more money, I can't. If I was down to my last $2, I would have rolled a 12. I'm going to cheat one more time. There we go. Dang it, just give me what I want. I know I cheated, y'all, I'm sorry. But to waste that on a D12, no, we're not doing that. So there's our first 12. And let's go ahead and scratch a couple of these. Let's roll a D6 to see where we're going. It looks like, well, let's use this dice. This is the 3, 4, 5 dice from Budgeting with Kim. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming right here for 3. And let's go one more time. 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's a 5. So $8. So that's a 20. And let's try this shut the box, y'all, and see how well we do. Okay, so let's get 2 D6 dice. I'm going to use my Evil Queens because they're so pretty. All right, let's use a metallic marker because I feel like you can't really see what's going on down here, what I have marked off. This is from last time. We saved $6. There we go. All right, let's get going. We have a 6 and a 5, which is 11. Okay, starting off strong. Should we keep both these 6s? No, let's drop down to 1. Okay, that's a 5, so 4 and 1. And that is a 2. So now we just need a 3. And we rolled a 5 courtesy roll and a 2. Okay, so we're saving $3 down here for this week. All right, not too shabby. So let's go ahead and grab $3 more. I'm going to grab, oh no, I don't have any more 2s. That is right. So we have $23 saved in this savings challenge. I'm just going to make sure that is dry so I don't get anywhere else. And we'll definitely be finished with this before the month is out because we just have this, these 2 roll and saves and a couple scratchers and 1 more shut the box. So $23 in that challenge. I like it. And guys, like I said, that is, oh wait, here's my savings from last week. That was just from today. Sorry guys. You would think having a brain would be important. 20, 35, 6, 7, and 8. So $38 in that saved already. And you can pick this up in my Ko-Fi. I think it's like $1 fee for it. So I try to keep a lot of things inexpensive, just so you're not spending a lot of money on savings challenges. All right, next up is Tropical Savings from, I think this is it's from Claudia's Creations. All right, so we are rolling. We stopped right here. That's what that marker is for, even though I'd rather have one of these. So let's grab one of these. Okay, so we'll use that instead. So we stopped here. Let's go ahead and roll our D6. 1, so we're going to roll the D6. And we are saving 6. Okay, 5 and 6. Let's get our money out so I don't forget to count it with our savings once we're done with this round. 1. Okay, 3 minus 1 is a 2. Let's grab $2 more. 1 and 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a D3. And do that. And we have a 2. Let's go one more time. Grab my 2 before I forget. D6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 4. Okay, let's stop there. Let's put this back and grab a 5. And then we're going to cash condense all this down anyway. Let me get in some type of order. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So $29. Let's grab a 20. Set this to the side. And 29 saved in that challenge so far. We will keep going with this one until all of our squares are filled in. And then, like I said, this is going to be different savings for everybody because of your D dice. Everybody's not going to roll the same. So I think that is available in her Ko-Fi shop. Not sure if it's free or not because I am a member of hers. So yeah, I love a lot of her stuff. Her challenges are really, really cute. So, all right, Bestie Sheila, you are up next, girlfriend. We are playing your Outlander Shut the Box. So it wasn't very nice to me last week. So do better, okay? Do better. Okay, we're starting off with an 8. Oh, chow, I'm destroying the place. Okay, let's try this again. My big old man hands just get in the way. Okay, that's a 10, a 9, and a 1 for 10. That is a 3. Okay, I need some bigger numbers than that, child. Let's get this 7, the 6s off. All right, that is a 9, so we're going to do 7 and 2. Now, here's the kicker. Do we drop down to 1 dice? Let's try it. That's a 1, so courtesy roll. Dang it to heck. 6. All right, we need a 5 or a 4. All right, we are saving 9 for that round. Oh, bestie, what's up with your challenge? It could never be me. I'm not the issue, right? All right, let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, these are spicy, y'all. Look at this. Should we chance the, let's go ahead and chance the D20. Let's see what it's going to give us. Be nice, okay? Oh, it's not very nice. 15. All right, we are done for the day. Oh my gosh, we put a good bit in here today. So let's see what we have in total. We have 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So $44. Let's put this back for 20. 20, honey. And now we have our 44 bucks in that Shut the Box from Sheila over at Gen X Budgets. You can pick this up in her Ko-Fi shop. And it's going to save us a lot of money, especially with these spicy roll and saves down in here. All right, next up is Umbrella Savings from my twin, Megan and Raggirl Budgets. And we are just moving along just very nicely in this. Let's go ahead and do these D4 intersecting dice game. Let's grab a marker, and we have a, let's make the black top. So 2 and a 3 is our rain cloud, which is $3. This can be found in her Ko-Fi shop. It is a free savings challenge because she, what was that? That was 3. Okay, let's put a 5 back and take a 2. Okay. This was for $700. She now has over 900. She's working on her 1K. Girl, you're gonna do it. You're gonna be there before you know it. Okay, another rain cloud for 3. So do we have 7? We do not. Dang it, I always need to make change. Okay, but we have 13. No, what is that 3? We need 17. We don't have 17. All right, let me make some change. I'm gonna break this 50, y'all. I don't even know if I needed 2 50s. So let's do a 20, a 10, that's 30, that's 40. We don't even have a bunch. So 45, and then these ones. Okay, so that should be 50. Let's make sure. I don't want to be giving myself extra money that I don't have. 20, 30, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Okay, so we rolled a 3. All right. I don't have a lot of ones over here because I had already had my one set aside for my mini Monday and Word of God Wednesday. So hopefully I don't need too many more. So 3 and 3 is the bestie necklace, and that is $5. Okay, so I think we'll do one more. Let's do this D2 since we've already put quite a bit into here, and that's $1. What do we have over here? Let's put these 4 back and grab a 5. We'll put this 5 and this 10 back. These 2 5s and this 10 back for a 20. Okay, I like it. Let's see what we saved in Megan's umbrella savings for this week. Did I get the money out? I did. Okay. I feel like I had more money than this. Hopefully I didn't mess up. 22, 3, 4, and 5. So $25. I did mess up, y'all. Sugarfoot, because there's a 50 in my ones. I fouled up. All right, I will figure this out. I hate pausing because then I have a hard time. I think I could probably figure this out. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can figure this out to see what I should have in total. Okay, guys, I will definitely double check when I'm editing, but I'm pretty sure after I added all this up, I'm supposed to have $78. So 50, 75, 7, and 8 in umbrella savings. I knew that was going to happen because when I went to go make change for that 50, I flubbed up. So, and I think I put the savings money in here with my 1. So I'll make sure that that's correct, but that should be right. $78 saved in this challenge. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next challenge, which is Duck Hunt, and it has been taking me out on this last board. Let's see if we can make it through card 3, but we will be starting over. This is a really cute and fun game, and it saves a lot of money. Let me grab the money out that we've already saved and set it to the side, and let's not get it mixed up. All right, so we're rolling a D3 first, and that's a 1. Let's roll our D4, and that's a 1. Now, roll the D6. We need to roll an even to move on, and we rolled a 6 finally. Okay, so we're saving $5 for moving on. Let's go ahead and roll our D8, and that's a 4. So let's put 1 back and grab a 5, and we finished this, y'all. Let's go ahead and roll the D10, and we aren't taking any chances again. We'll just start again next week. And we rolled a 10. All right, so for this round of Duck Hunt, we have 10, 15, 21. Let's put this back and grab the 20. And so far in this challenge, we have saved 50, 70, 95, 6, and 7. So $97. Do we have a 2? I thought we had a 2. We do not have a 2. Okay, so $97 in this savings challenge. I'm going to go move my marker back up to here. And we'll do one more full round, trying to make it all the way through card 3. And then we'll finally pull this money to see what it saved us. This is a fun game that you can keep in your, in your files and come back to it at a later point in time and continue to save with it. This is from Money Tree Savings, and I actually think she won. This was part of a duck competition with Beijing Girl Budgets, and I think she actually did win first place for it. Super, super cute game. Okay, next up is Bingo from Fairy Rose Cottage on Etsy. Let's go ahead and grab our bingo chips and our magnetic, this is what picks up the chips. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I just dropped a chip on the floor. I did, but that's okay. All right, let's roll our D6 and see where we're going. We have rolled a 1. There's a 2. There's a 6. And this has been saving a ton of cash. Another 2. A 1. A 1. I'm not being very strategic about this. I'm just rolling and doing what needs to be done. All right, so we do have a big bingo. And so we have 2 and 5 for 7. That's our free space. 1 for 8 and 6 for 14. You know I want to go again. I think we can without it being an issue. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this out. And yeah, how many games do we have left? Oh, we don't have that many. Okay, let's go again. All right. This is a big, big saver, y'all. And I think at the end of August is when I will pull this and we'll put another game in its place and we'll put this savings towards our sinking funds. All right. 1, 3. Oops. Just need 1, Pam. That's a 1. That's a 4. Okay, hold on. Somebody's calling me. Let me make sure I'm still filming because you know that is quick to jack up your recording. Whew. I could have swore I had it on Do Not Disturb, but maybe I didn't. 6, 4, 4, 2. Almost got a bingo, y'all. 1. 1. All right, I think we're out of 1. 2. Getting close. 3. Okay, there's our bingo. Let's go ahead and get these chips off the board that we don't need on there. And we have saved 3 and 2 for 5 and 1 for 6. Plus another 6 is 12. Plus another 4 is $16 in a round. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a massive saver. Like I said, I'm going to be pulling it at the end of the month, but go ahead and grab this. I did get this from her Etsy shop. It wasn't much at all. Maybe it's a digital download. So go ahead and check this out at Fairy Rose Cottage. 120, 40, 50, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 70. So 170. Let's do this. And let's grab a 50. Okay, $170. We will play with this for another, what is this? Okay, so we're going to do this for another 3 weeks. Yeah, I had to look at the calendar like, wait, how many more weeks are we playing this? And then we will pull it in the last Thursday of August. Okay, this is another heavy duty savings challenge from Beijing Girl Budgets or Kimmy's Budgets on Etsy. I did purchases out of her Etsy shop. Look what we got to do today. D12 plus 12. All right, so we might be sinking a good bit of money in this, but if we do get something big, we're only going to do 1 brick this week. All right, yep, one brick it is. We roll an 11. So 11 plus 12 is 23 coming into here. Let's see, what do we have? We have no change. So, ooh, we have no 1s. I'm going to have to get some change. That's what I have to do. Let me get some change, y'all. I need some ones. I'm about to break up one of my ones that I already allotted to one of my savings days. Okay, give me a moment. Let me get some ones. Okay, guys, I was able to get some ones. So we needed $23. So 1, 2, and 3. So now let's see what we have in this savings challenge. We need to go ahead and color our brick in as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's use yellow. We haven't used a lot of yellow on here. This almost looks like freaking light orange, but it's supposed to be yellow. Okay, so we have in this challenge saved so far 150, 75, 6, 7, 8, and there's a 20 here. Let's try that again. 150, 70, 90, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 198 in this savings challenge already, guys, and we got a lot of bricks to go. So this is going to be a massive saver. Kimmy, thank you so much for making something so wonderful. We are going to do Kimmy's Corners brick wall too. And I already know that's going to be a massive saver. So absolutely love how that's turning out for savings. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to, make sure I'm not getting anything mixed up. All right, we're doing Tilly the Dinosaur from Lena at O&L here. We should be finishing this one up soon because Miss Tilly has all of these strawberries filled in. Let me go ahead and zoom in again for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So let's go ahead and start off at start. I probably should have put my marker down, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and roll a D6 and work our way around the horn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $2. Let's get a game piece because me moving my finger and then remembering where my finger was is not a good idea. 2, 1, and 2. We're not going to save because they're all filled in. So let's just keep moving. 1. So we have a half-eaten strawberry. And we saved $3 for those. So let's put this 2 back and grab a 5. All right. And we are going to be done with this when all of the half-eaten strawberries are gone. 1 and 2. That's a free space. 1. So we're going to save $1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Free space again. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on now. 1. Wait, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or was it? Now, where the heck was I? I was on the free space, wasn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or here. Ciao. Just keep it moving. I need to pay attention. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $1. And let's go past start. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's $1. Okay. So we still need 3. So Tilly makes it another week. I look for Tilly, my little Tilly game piece, and I cannot find her. I have a feeling she's like, she probably fell in a drawer or something, and I'll find it eventually, probably after we're done playing this. So 50, 65, 67, 8, 9, and $70 in Tilly. Let's go ahead and put this all back and grab our last 20. And we'll see if how many more rounds we have to play because we still have 4 of these half-eaten strawberries to go before we are done. That is a glow-in-the-dark challenge from Lena. One of these days, I'm actually going to play her games the way they were intended to be played, which is actually in the dark. But when you're filming at 1 p.m., yeah, it's like, don't even fight it. Don't even fight the sunshine. So, all right, let's go ahead and do our game over. We are finishing this today. This is from Money Tree Savings. Apparently, I love her games, right? Because they're always in my binder. So we are going to do this low budget one up here, game 6. Let's go ahead and roll our D6 and see what we're going to get. And we have rolled a 1. So you ate a power pellet. So now we got to roll a D4. And we're saving 3. Okay. This is a nice light savings challenge. And you know what, guys? I think I wanted to do this again. Maybe I'll just reprint it. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just play with it again later. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should I reprint this and bring this back in for next week? Or should I put a different savings game in its spot? Let me know in the comments. We are saving with her duck hunt as well. So we'll see. We'll let you decide. All right. We rolled a 5 for this one. That means we missed the power pellet and a roll a D10. Let's get our D10 and see what we're saving. A measly $1. Ciao. All right. So for this game, we are going to pull it because we're done. I can always reprint it, but you let me know what I should do. My rings always get turned around. 25, 7, 9, 31. So $31. Let's grab a 10. All right, good people. $31 in this game over challenge from Money Tree Savings. And this might be our first done game of the month. I don't know if we finished anything. No, because last Thursday would have been the end of July. So yeah, I think this is our first done one. So let's go ahead and mark this $31. Super grateful to have that savings. I'm going to go ahead and grab my completed savings challenge bag from Lena O'Neill Hair. Isn't it beautiful? Black and gold. Listen, two of the best colors put together. So classic and iconic. Love me some black and gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who's up next. Going to the beach. Okay, yes, going to the beach is up next from Budget with Mrs. P. We started this one last week. It's such a cute little savings game. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all. Okay, we were already pretty zoomed in. All right, so we are going to start right here outside of this number 2, and let's roll a d6 and work our way around the board. 5, 1, 2. Should we land on these? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that is the, looks like tanning lotion, I'm guessing. So let's go ahead and do these two for $3. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and mark that off. Let's grab $3. Not 4, Pam, 3. Okay, let's go ahead and move along. Going to try to make it all the way around the board. 3, 1, 2, 3, roll a d3. Whoop. And that's a 3. Let's put a 3 right there. Okay, so let's put this 2 back and grab a 5. All right. We are going 2, 1, and 2. Those are the sunglasses. Let's go ahead and mark it off. And the sunglasses, we are saving $5. You don't have to save both bonuses at the same time. I'm just going to. Okay. 1, roll a d6. And that is $2. 2, 1, and 2. That's 3. So let's put this 2 back and grab another 5. Okay, we're putting a lot in here this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 2. Okay, maybe a couple more rolls. 2, 1, and 2. That's the umbrella and chair set, which is another $3. Okay, 2 and 3. And let's go past start. 2, 1, and 2. So we're just going to end up right here. Save another $2. And let's see what we have in this savings challenge in total from Budget with Mrs. P. All right, let's go ahead and try to sort this money. Okay, these 2s. All right, so in total we have saved 10, 15, 25, 7, 29, 31, 33, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So $37. And what is that? That's 7, 10. And then let's grab a 20 from off the floor over here, because I just throw my money on the floor. 20, 35, and 7. All right, so we're getting there with this challenge. This one's going to be a nice little saver. And our last savings challenge that we haven't saved in here is from Mint Dough Co. And this is her Snoopy Lazy River Adventure. This is a thank you for 1,700 YouTube subbies. So let's go ahead and start here at the top. I guess we're starting here. It says you made it, roll a D3. You would think you would come down, right? You're not going to go, you don't go up the lazy river, you come down the lazy river. Okay, so I don't know why it says you made it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start right here on Snoopy. And let's roll a D6. And we have a 1, you made it, roll a D3. All right, I guess we just made it down onto the water, right? That's $1. All right, let's go ahead and color that in. I'd like to save for all the spaces on here, but we'll just see. This is a big saver. But I'd like to save big in these type of binders because of the amount of money we bring in. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's $1. Okay, moving along. Moving along. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 3. Okay, let's put these back and grab a 5. 1. That's another $1. Let's see if we can save at least 10 in here. 1. That's a 4. So there's our 10. But I think I want to go one more time, right? Because the only thing we have left is our catch-all, and we still have quite a bit of cash over. I shouldn't say quite a bit, but we have a good bit over here. 1. Okay, can I stop rolling ones? Okay, that's a 2. 2. 1 and 2. That's a 3. All right, let's put this 2 back. Grab a 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Yeah, I think we're going to put a good bit in here because, like I said, I don't want to go back to another game. 1, 2, that's a 3. And there's a lot of spaces on here, so let's put this back and grab a 5. 2, 1, 2, that's 4. Let's go ahead and grab 4. We should, nope, we don't even have 4. Let's make some change again. Okay, so what was I supposed to get? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go one more time. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a 1. Okay, let's put this 4 back. Grab another 5. And let's see what we put in Snoopy's Lazy River from Mirabelle at Mint Doco. I'm dropping everything on the floor. I got serious dropsies. $10, $15, $25 to get that one started. Let's grab a 20 here from the side. And $25. Okay, that is really good to get that one started because there's a lot of spaces on there. We'll be at this for a little while, even if we decide to not fill it all in. But yeah, we got some good numbers coming up here with these 5s and these 4s. So excellent start to that savings challenge. Let's see what we have going over here to possibly go in our catch-all. I still feel like there's a good bit. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what I want a chance, right, is I want to chance, because that's a lot for the catch-all. I want a chance of shut the box. But should I? No. But am I? Yes. Let's try to shut the box on Megan at Rat Girl Budgets. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out a little bit. It's too close. All right, let's try this last shut the box. Gosh, let me not regret this. All right. Starting off with a 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, another 3. Y'all, come on. That's an 8. Oh my goodness. To take out all your low numbers at first. Oh my gosh, I rolled another 3. All right, courtesy roll. I'm going to regret every part of this. That's a 9. Megan, this is all your fault. I'm sorry. I should have left well enough alone. All right, so that's 9 and 6 is 15 and 7 is 22. That is diabolical. So we have an IOU. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So not too shabby. It could have been way worse. So I owe this because I'm not going to do the low budget way. It's my dang on fault for chancing it. Should have never did it. So let's go ahead and write up an IOU. Oh my gosh. How do you come up with almost $300 in this whole entire binder and you still end with an IOU? Let me get one of these crappy ones from when I made way back in the day. Okay, $4. Oh, gosh. I'm a glutton for punishment, y'all. All right, so that is our savings for today. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. It was a fun one. I'm so glad we passed a Saving Survivor. We saved quite a bit of cash in here. Ended up with an IOU, but you know, that's just how it works sometimes. I will see you tomorrow in our Friday Funds video. We are going to finish up that summer party collab because I need to get started on my vision board collab. Everybody else in the collab has started except for me. So I need to get that one started so it could take its place. Or I should say, I should get the summer party collab finished so that the vision collab can take its place. We will put some money into Stroll Through the Lavender for my Gabby girl in her senior year of high school. And we'll continue to put some money into the summer box challenge, which is our last collab for our seasonal box challenges. All right, guys, it has been a fun one. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Please enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will talk to you soon. I love you all. Bye.